As a sales coach and as a business consultant, one of the greatest gifts that I could give anybody is the gift and the ability to become an unconscious competent. Unconscious competent, there are various stages of competencies, but the highest level, which all of us in sales or in the business world should strive for, is the highest level, which is titled Becoming an Unconscious Competent. That is when you are so set in everything that it is that you do around your sales position or your business that you do everything and your staff does everything without thought. Now, look, we all know this, especially some of you that are in the financial world, that case preparation, underwriting, those kind of things takes thought. It absolutely does. But in the sales world or running a business, becoming an unconscious competent where everything is set, processes are in place, systems are in place, automation is in place, and any time that we can eliminate thinking and start instead doing the activity that makes a difference for us or our companies, puts you at the level of unconscious competencies. I mean, through the years, not only in business, but in flying aircraft or being a scuba diver, on all the various things that I do personally and professionally, I strive at the highest levels to become an unconscious competent, or I do it without thought. So I coined this phrase many years ago is don't overthink the think, overdo the do. And when we talk about do, it's really all about correct activity, revenue producing activity, and things that matter versus doing things that we should do. Now, with that being said, let me give you a great example of not being an unconscious competent. Just a few days ago, I had a great conversation with a president and CEO of a very large financial institution here in the United States. And he was extremely upset at his salespeople, sales managers, his salespeople, their internal assistants, so on and so forth. He was not happy with these people. And the reason is that they had a pending event coming up in the future, and he was speaking to the sales manager and some of the salespeople, and he says, "What's our plan for this? What's our plan for this event?" And one of the salespeople goes, "Well, that guy's got the plan." And the other guy goes, "No, he's got the plan." And then the other guy comes back and says, "Well, I can't find the plan." All that is incompetencies. Okay, that means that there's not a plan. That means that they don't know what it is that they're doing. And this very one function happens time and time again with different clients all across the world. But people are blaming instead of doing it. So what do they need to do is watch this and write this down, is they need to fix the challenge and then prevent it from ever occurring again. Fix it and then prevent it from ever occurring again. And this president CEO was rightfully so angry and upset because his people don't get it. So as you look at striving to become better in your sales career and your business, you really have to understand what unconscious competency is all about. Now through the years, we have always heard that habits take 21 days to form, and I'm going to disagree with that platform. And the reason why is because of all the in-field stuff that I see. I have the opportunity to go on live sales calls all the time out in the field on multi-million-dollar deals all the way down to smaller deals. But I find that people just don't have good habits. They have all this process that they go through in their mind as to why that they shouldn't have the habit. I mean, it's a very interesting thing. And so let me give you the responses that people go through change in their mind, and you might want to write these down. So number one is immobilization. So they see a new idea or something and they completely go immobilized on it. Number two is they go into denial. So they deny, oh, that won't work. Okay. Number three is they then impose barriers. So like a lot of high-level analytical thinkers, what if? They put all these barriers into place when many of them are just manufactured, and they don't really understand why they put these barriers into place. Opinions then become part of this process. And then, I have to test it and all those kind of things. And then last but not least, after you go through all those stages, and then you'll finally accept it and put it into play. So what I'm asking you is to become a really good unconscious competency is maybe to eliminate some of those negative responses to change and some of those barriers and denials and immobilization and remove them. And if you remove those steps, they'll help you quickly become unconscious competent. Everything in my company, from all my staff members, I look at that global perspective, and I don't want any of my people thinking. I only want them doing. And in our world, when we have a new challenge that appears, we do two things. We fix it on the spot, and then we solve it and prevent it from ever occurring again. And what that does is it buys you back time. You don't have to spend time thinking about things because you're just doing things that matter. So if you're watching this video on YouTube, what I'd like to do is invite you to go to my homepage, chuckbauer.com, and click on blog and find the article about unconscious competencies, because I have a full written article about all this human dynamic about what we put in our minds as barriers and why we really don't do the kind of activity that we need to do. So make sure to print that article out and read it and engage it and embrace it at the highest levels. This is very important. Now, the last thing also is, if you're a salesperson interested in sales coaching, or you are a business person that's interested in business consulting, please go to our website at chuckbauer.com to find the variety of programs that we offer. And we don't take just anybody. We put every candidate that is interested in our programs has to go through a qualification interview with me, because again, our reputation rests on the success of the people that we work with. So with that, I invite all of you to go to our website at chuckbauer.com. Please make sure to look at our testimonials, our reviews, and our actual case studies of people that we have helped double, triple, quadruple some of their incomes, and at the same time giving them the ability to not only make some great money, but also to take more time off because they're so efficient. So with that, I encourage each and every one of you is to stop overthinking everything that it is that you do in your business processes and start overdoing the things that matter. And with that, have a great day, and bye-bye for now.